Hey everybody, happy um happy Thursday, January 29th, 2026. Thank you God for another day of life. Thank you God for waking us up. Thank you God for giving us breath in our lungs that we can see, hear, taste, touch and smell. Thank you God for all the blessings of life. Wouldn't be here without God and this isn't God's glory. I'm happy to teach y'all today. We're going to go over my momentum trades and just give you a big picture review. I'm going to pause this real quick. Hold up. And we're back. Hey guys, so yeah, today we're in the green momentum and futures. Going to go over my momentum trades and just, yeah, general futures trade stuff, analysis. Um, yeah, let's get it. So today I took one trade today. That's all you need. I'm still trying to figure out if the move is to take less trades that are very calculated. I'm in my mindset of being a professional and really, each time you take a trade, you're selling yourself. Your brain is selling you, your core self who knows the best on if you should take an investment or not. Just the same way as you would go to your boss at work and say, "Hey boss, we need to invest in this." Boss is gonna ask you why. Okay, because this, and this, and this. Like the numbers need to make sense. We're gonna make this investment of $5,000 because you're gonna make 2% on that. So each time we take a trade, I'm learning that I'm selling myself. And up to this point, I've been quite an easy sell, to be honest. Like you tell me, hey, throw some money here, yeah, throw some money here. But I'm really getting to the point of I'm a true professional, and as a true professional, I'm a hard sell. Like you got to really make it make sense for me money's wise for me to go in with my money. And today I did that. I didn't take trades just cuz I waited for my strategic signal pullback. If you've been with me for the last few weeks, last month, you can see that each and every day there's one theme that comes over and over. Wait for the 5-minute signal candle. If we don't get it and momentum's high, wait for the 1-minute signal candle. One or two of signal candles that are just so clear, so clear that buyers are in, sellers are weak, and we're going to continue breakout. And that's exactly what happened today. So today I traded feed. Um, let's see what happened today. News wise, they do syringes, so it's a medical. We like medical. Texas-based Enview, large over-the-counter renewable Enfit syringes. Oh, okay. So they do the syringes that you, not the ones on the street, the one that you get your drugs in, in the pharmacy at the, yeah. So they release some syringes, pharmaceutical, great. We got in early. This is beautiful. Look at this. Guys, this is what momentum trading is about. And like you know what? I'm gonna include my clip from today of my trade. Um the trade I'll see if I can include a snippet of that clip because I was recording myself all morning as I was making trades. Um it'll be pretty funny. Yeah, I'll do that. So you'll see it maybe right now or a little bit after this. Or if you wait till the end, you can see. I don't know. I'll include it at some point. So it was funny. I was on one for sure. I was so excited because that's what momentum trading is about. Is like there's that adrenaline rush. You waited, you sip your coffee, you got up early, you did your prayers, you sat down, you took a shower, you washed your mouth, brush your teeth, you wash your face, wash your crust off your eyes. You got to the table, you pulled up your scanners. Things aren't looking good, and then boom, you see it breaking out, and I don't know if any of y'all hunt or fish, but you've been putting that line out there, and then boom, something fish eats at it, and it's a shark. We love it. I mean, the adrenaline is high. You know, it's fun. It's fun. So let's see. So we get in here. All right. So I mean, on the 5 minute, I mean, earlier. Look, what did we see earlier? This is just a textbook, some textbook stuff right here. Could have got in earlier, but I didn't have confirmation. Volume was a little bit low, but you have a feeling when volume's gonna skyrocket because the momentum's there. So if you got in here, results would have been insane. But I didn't have enough signals down here. You know, this was just such a clean textbook. So we go to the 1 minute because if you waited for 5 minute pullback, you wouldn't have gotten in. So what's good here is that um I noticed that we weren't getting a 5 minute pullback. So I went to the 1 minute and got enough evidence there. That's something we gotta learn. This is more intermediate trading style. Is 5 minute we're not getting it, but you can see signals in the 1 minute that are telling you like, nah, the buyers are so strong here. So that's what happened here. We didn't. If you waited for the 1 minute pullback, you wouldn't have gotten it. You would have gotten here. You missed the whole move. So sometimes we really do gotta wait for that 1 minute pullback, or we gotta get in on that 1 minute pullback when it's textbook. But we gotta. The lesson here is it's okay to get in on the 1 minute pullback as long as it's textbook. This is textbook. So why didn't I get in here? I didn't. I don't think I even. I did. I don't think I even saw it over here. Um. Yeah, but that's a textbook pullback. Decreasing volume. What makes this a textbook pullback? So we had increasing volume on the move up. We love it. Great. So that's validation with volume. So it's moving up. We like to see increasing volume. That's validation. Why is that good? Smart money is there. Next, two, pullback. We want to see decreasing volume dojis, preferably at the um preferably we want to see it at the 21 EMA pullback with support. Third, so we missed that move. That's fine, okay? Next, but this is textbook pullback. If you see this on the 5 minute, on the 1 minute in futures, this is a textbook pullback, and we really want to get involved here. I'll tell you why. This is a hammer doji on the pullback with low volume compared to the move up. The move up, look, still has increasing volume, which is huge for us. That means there's smart money validating the move up, and then we get just the perfect hammer doji that consistently brings us P&L. We love it. So I got in, boom, right there. Look at that, guys. This is where we got in. And if I had shaky feet, if I was emotional, maybe if I took trades earlier that wasn't good, I would have, my stop was right here. That's what you got to learn. So lesson is, we went with a textbook pullback entry that we've been waiting for. Don't get shaky feet. Don't get cold feet. Stay in and respect my stop loss. And my stop loss was underneath that, and I'm gonna respect that. And there was times when I was like, dang, should I stay in? Should I get out? Man, we stayed in. We stayed in good because it did dip a little bit, and I was like, no, I'm gonna get out, but because we're making new highs, and especially when we're making new highs, and there's a big gap to the 21 to the 200 EMA with support at the 150 EMA. It's a really good it's really good. It's not bad. Risk reward. Man, I'm fired up today, guys. Just it's just a day where it just shows that like patience, strategic, just being strategic and sticking to the rules really does pay off. So look at this. Let's calculate this PNL. Um, so we put it there. Risk. All we needed it to get over here was for a 2. We got we got a 6x strategy pullback with signal. This was a breakout pullback with signal. This was a pullback with signal. And we stayed in. And I took 33%, 33. I managed this so well. Look at this. Just clean textbook. What I good here, I managed my exit so well. And I could have gotten out right here. But on the 1 minute, I respected my 1 minute exit rule, which was I need to see 2 red candles, 1 trend candle, red, strong, or 1 candle eating on itself. I stayed in the whole time. So I quickly took profit here, took a little bit more profit, and went down. I saw 2, I didn't get out. So this is, I did good here because, wait, no way. Did it? Oh, yeah. So, what I'm gonna change in the future is I noticed that this is something I did new today. Today I did something new, which is really trusting my position on a textbook pullback and staying in and really respecting my stop loss. And also, I also stayed in even after 2 red candles. So if I had gotten out right here, right? Let's say, guys, I respected my rule to the T and I got out right there. I wouldn't have seen this whole move. So I also stayed in after 2 because they were such low volume, and also they were such low volume, and they were also dojis. So point being, if I can point being, stay in the trade if the pullbacks on 1 minute are super weak. This is where volume really comes into play. Because guys, look at this volume. Look at this volume, guys. Decreasing volume, half the size of the move up, stayed in here. You see, it could have gotten out here, but volume price analysis teaches that if we see that, that's just maybe an indication that it's slowing down. It doesn't mean it's done. Volume was high, could have gotten out there, but stayed in, and then got out right as it was dropping. There was, really no other opportunities to get in outside of that. Like, in the future, I would probably... In the past, I would have gotten in here for a quick scalp up here because we did have decreasing volume signal candle, but it quickly dropped. No other really good entries. I'm seeing that there's a reclaim and hold of, I think that's the EMA 9 we reclaimed. So yeah, this could have been an entry, but it's not really the strategy. That's another strategy. So maybe in the future, I can learn how to trade a deep pullback with a reclaim of the EMAs and the VWAP, because this reclaimed all of it and then shot up for, 2.56 reward ratio. That's good. So overall, guys, here I didn't miss anything. This was just an overall great trade. I loved how I managed this. Big picture here. The reason I got this is a trade because mindset wise, I wasn't allowing myself to take stupid trades, and then I had the capital to deploy. I probably should have deployed even more capital on this, but that's fine. You know, so guys, big picture here. It's okay to get on the 1 minute pullback as long as it's textbook. With a textbook pull entry, don't get shaky feet. Stay in, respect your stop loss. When we're making new highs and there's a big like gap to the 200 EMA with you look left, no resistance, anti up. Point being, stay in the trade on the pullbacks. Stay in, stay in. You know, take your profit quick. I took profit quick and let it ride. It's fundamentally like that. That gives a lot of that taking 33% off the table in the beginning gives a lot of strength to the move. So very happy with that. I'm going to let's review futures. Futures is another game trying to figure out the strategy here. Um, Hey guys, we're back. My computer just crashed. But yeah, let's have a look at futures, figuring out strategies here. I mean, there's fundamentals that we can take from momentum. Still seeing like what fundamentals from momentum work, don't work, new strategies. Um, so yeah, so opening day, opening range, we had a huge breakout to the downside. Like this went down, this popped up, went down. It didn't make a new stop. So like fundamentally here, y'all can see the screen. Fundamentally, rule of thumb is always trade with the trend because you can short, you can long, trade with the trend, figure out what it is. In the first 30 minutes, the trend is getting established. So as you can see here in the New York session, trend has got established. Guys, I mean, if you caught this trend right here, 26,131 minus, let's say like you got out right here. That's a 400 point move on the micros. The numbers are insane. I mean, if you had 10 contracts, you could have made 8 grand today on this. But you know, you never know. That's insane. That's just the power of futures. Like you can lose a lot of money, you can also make a lot of money. Do we keep the stop loss tight? Do we have an extended stop loss? Still trying to figure it out, but fundamentally trade with the trend. I'm still trying to figure out how good volume price analysis is with this. Because, I mean, volume was big here, big here, big here. That's a textbook pullback, and it continued. And then, I mean, who would have known that it stopped here, right? Did we know? Let's see. Is there anything to the left here that could have told us that this was going to stop? Yeah, we went to this level of support. So we can say that could opening breakout be a strategy. I like writing my notes here. So questions I have really is what strategy works? Secondly, wider or thin stop loss. 3, um, when to get in the breakout. I mean, fundamentally on momentum, we don't trade breakouts just by looking at it. Like we, what we do is we wait for the pullback, and man, we got a pullback on the 15 minute. So like, I don't know, maybe like I have a journal here. So maybe we can apply pullback candles to breakouts in futures. Maybe we can do that. I was watching another video today that talked about um, opening making an opening day range and then getting involved on the pullback to those ranges if it holds. That's another strategy. Um, yeah, but really, you want to be trading stops like momentum. Momentum really went down. I would say by like 10 o'clock. So like by 11 a.m. we're done because the bulk of the movement because the bulk of the movement already happened. I wonder like is every day like this? I don't know. I mean, I had no strategy today. I just got in with trend and I made money. So, um, is it as simple as just getting in with trend on a breakout? I don't know. Um, I have a feeling that 15-minute will give entry because I could have held if I'm getting in, I'm holding for 30 minutes. And where am I taking my profits at? Like I could have taken profits here, right? You know, could have taken profits right there. Would have been fine. Could have taken profits right here. I could have held for 15 minutes. So, I'm figuring out how long do we hold for? And do I want to scalp or do I want to, just let it do its thing with the stop loss? I don't know. Um, it's actively managed. I don't know. I don't know. I think that's a big question. What I do good here, made money. I got in. Okay, so what is good here is I didn't have an open position at market open, which messed me up last time. Um, Also trying out different markets. What other markets can we trade? I mean, MES and MNQ are the main ones, but can we trade other ones? Which one have the biggest point moves on a day-to-day basis? Um, yeah, guys. So we'll see about it. I would prefer not to scalp this. I have a feeling I prefer not to scalp because I, this is a different scalp. I'm scalping in momentum and like just the amount of commissions here. I don't know. I'm still figuring out like a lot of questions here. Do I want to scalp? How long do I hold for? Um, how do I, do it in combination with momentum? All things I'm figuring out. But if I'm really just proud and happy that I got in. Like I'm messing with futures. It's another strategy. It's another market. Learning different strategies, guys. So yeah. So made money shorting today. It's okay to short. Don't be against shorting, as long as we're with trend. Go with the dominant trend. I think that's the biggest lesson today, guys. Like go with the dominant trend. That was the lesson of the day and the question of the day: scalp or not to scalp. That's the question. Figuring it out. Um, can I do weekly swings with bigger contracts? No. Let's look at the daily. How's the daily look? On the daily, oh, interesting. Look on the daily, guys. Oh, we were nearing a larger term. Hmm. Nah, the 5 minute, 15 minute makes a lot more sense to me because the daily is just showing big picture, but doesn't really seem applicable to me. I think I want to continue with the 4 hour. Hmm. I don't know. This one just seems right to me. 5 minute, 15 minute, and 4 hour just seems intuitive. I go with the feeling. So yeah, guys, I'm gonna include a little clip of my trades for today. I think that'll be fun to watch. um, but yeah, big lesson here on futures is just going with the dominant trend. We're still figuring it out. We'll figure out together what works, what doesn't. But yeah, guys, stay woke. Um, love y'all. Have a blessed day, and we'll get to it. Bye.